Wow. Literally, I just made one of the best trades that I've made probably all of 2022, baby. Showing you guys a trade here on Bitcoin, making over $7,000 in this video, showing you my entry, showing you my overall trade, my exit, and everything right here in this video, breaking it all down right now. Let's go, baby. All right, so we're looking here at Bitcoin right now. I'm looking to get short on this thing. If you look at the bigger time frames on the hourly chart, you can see that last big hourly candle getting denied and just getting sold back. It's pushing back up right now, but I think we're going to head into this resistance. So I'm watching the 40,200 to 40,300 level to get short and then expect a move back down below $40,000 here. So kind of being patient, don't need to rush into this. Looking at the 15-minute chart right now, you can see on this 15-minute candle, buyers stepping in there, trying to push this back up. Got a little bit of an overall uptrend right now, kind of off of this base at that 39,700 level. So don't really need to go crazy and jump in right away right here. But I'm going to be watching very closely to see if we get a push up into this level. And then I would look for a break back down. You can see how this thing trended earlier in the day. It trended higher here and then broke down and lost momentum and pulled back to that 39,600. All right, so Bitcoin not wanting to push up to this level. Looks like it might want to turn down earlier than we were expecting. And that's trading sometimes, right? Like that just happens. So we ended up shorting right there at that denial. You can see that 15-minute candle. My stop on this trade is pretty simple. 40,200 right up in this level here, right before 40,300. So we're looking for a move below $40,000, and we are currently short 5 Bitcoin, looking for this move back down. I'm using the PrimeXBT platform, which gives me margin, and I'm using basically 0.02 Bitcoin to be able to short 5 Bitcoin. So total margin used is about $1,000 for this trade. Now, obviously, I'm trading at high risk. There's a possibility to get margin called, but that's why I'm using a stop loss, and that's why I'm only going to risk off of that 40,200 level. All right, so a little update here. This trade has been running for the last like 3 or 4 hours. Basically, I went and did some stuff, came back, and still have my stop loss, letting this trade basically do its thing. Remember, like we were saying, we were looking for a move down to this low, that 39,600. You can see it actually dipped down here to 39,790. Remember, we got short in this level here. We had our stop up above, right there at that 299 area up here. So we basically have had this move, and it moved all the way down to here. So we had a high at the 40,100 area, pretty much on that 15-minute candle. It got denied, it sold off, and now again pushing back up to that resistance. So for me right now, I'm going to, like I said, just let this trade work out. I'm going to move my stop to almost break even at this point, because stop now. So that's the update here on the trade. This is what we got going on. Like I said, still looking for that move down to this lower low down there, and I think it's very doable. You can see the market right now kind of going sideways as well through this. So expecting a move down lower from here, especially kind of just with the overall environment we're in right now. You can see on the daily chart looking very much like it's ready to pull back. I mean, really pull back here and get a big drop. You can see the push up there on the daily chart. It pushed off of this level up to here, and now looking very much like it's ready to dump. And if it can't hold, I think the low on this daily candle right now is 39,622. So definitely be watching that area to maybe take profit if it bounces, but we'll keep the update going here. Wow, so if you look at this right here, guys. Remember, we moved my stop down on this trade because we've already kind of tested those lows. We don't want to, get out for the full loss at this point. Already kind of lowering my stop to almost break even, but you can see I'm still in the trade, and look at exactly where this went. So my stop right now is 151, and the reason that it's 151 was literally because I was kind of looking like, all right, pretty much we have a lot of resistance. We have resistance on these candles. This one's the high 132, 140, 150. So pretty much thinking like 151 is a better area than, let's just say, 100, because as you can see here, the high on this candle was 120. So I give a little bit of room on those whole dollars. If it's $100, I normally don't put my stop at 101 or 110 or 150. I figure out areas that'll give me a little bit more wiggle room there. I obviously could have very well gotten stopped out on this trade there, but again, I like to point out like that little things that are happening during the trade here. And what's even more interesting is if you look at this like from this standpoint, you look at this from a overall downtrend, it does look like the market has moved and broken above this. Again, you can see how it's starting to pull back. So I'm going to now watch this a little bit closer. I want to see this kind of break below $40,000 right now and get this going back down. So this could be just a classic bull trap, basically breaking above this downward trend and basically suckering more bulls for the market to now start to sell off once again and go lower. So watching the 15-minute chart again, this will be interesting. Does it bounce off of $40,000? Does it bounce off of 40? I think that's the best way to put it. All right, guys. So right now, Bitcoin down to $38,000. I've basically let this trade run. It's currently 9:30 here in Hawaii. I just got back from dinner. Ended up not getting stopped out. You can see the high on this candle right there was 40,120, like we said earlier. Breakdown below $40,000 beautifully. Looks like it might even go a little bit lower here. So I went ahead and closed it out there. You can see my P&L now closed out on that trade. So pretty insane move. And this is what's so amazing about this move is basically we got into this trade. We had our stop loss. I walked away. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't force anything. I didn't sit here and stare at it all day. I basically got into the trade, placed my stop loss exactly where we had it set up. We entered here. We entered here at the 40,000 push, the 40,200 push up there. We entered there. We had our stop at the high on this 15-minute candle being up at the 40,300 level. We never got touched. We never got close to that. And like I said, we had that sidewards movement for quite some time. And then there's the big fall off right there down to $38,569. So this was literally just a simple, easy sit back and watch this trade unfold type of setup. And like I said, there's still a possibility that could go lower, but I'm going to lock in those profits. And these, honestly, these are some of my best trades in general when it comes to trading, is seeing a setup and then entering the trade based on, what's going on with the overall trend. You can see the overall trend on Bitcoin has been down, down, down. So when I basically pulled up the chart here, looking at the 15-minute chart, that was my entry. And then, well, there's the big sell-off. So we're locking it down right there and giving you guys kind of the step-by-step, the entry, the exit, and all that fun stuff. So if you guys haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You want to learn more about trading and all of that fun